Okay, so we got no audio running for this segment because I mean, I could have the audio on. Let's see what it would look like if the audio was on. Just, yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, we're gonna have the audio off. This sound is insane. So we're gonna explain why we're running speed up button. I will say this: if I was doing this at normal speed as a grown adult, I would lose my mind. I would go insane. This is no joke. This is no joke. I will slow down when we get to the 100th battle of Mount Battle, just to show off Battleless one more time. Well, y'all never seen him, but I have. Um, maybe back in Gen 3, if you had a legendary, that was considered good. I guess. I mean, legendaries are good. Don't get me wrong, but like I get like in Gen 3, they're treated like extra special, like the end all be all type shit. Mount Battle is horrible. It's horrible, but it's very rewarding because of the reward you get. So when we get to this reward, I've talked about it before. It's the Johto starters, but if you didn't notice in this game, you get pretty good rewards when you go after them. They're not they're not trash rewards. The reward they give you in this game is a pretty damn good one in my opinion. But as you also can see, my Pokemon are now in they're in their 80s now. Yeah, I think they were in their what 50s, if anything. Last time you guys saw them, yeah, almost everybody's in their 80s. Yeah, this is my third Mount Battle run. Well, if you want to get technical, this is my fifth Mount Battle run because I lost on floor 90 twice, and I just started what is it called, save scumming. I started save scumming, but once you get to a high enough level, you don't. It's a joke because they don't scale and level or anything. The highest level they'll ever be is level 70, and again, I'm in my 80s. Like I'm using surf and heat wave on a quillfish. So you want to know why it's so miserable? You're fa- oh my god, I'm choking on ice. You're fighting fodder. You know how like, corny that is? You're fighting fodder. Fodder! That's so stupid. Okay, Dodrio, flamethrower. No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So, like most of these trainers, they use like first stage Pokemon. I'm talking like Phanpys, Totems, stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, they'll be using Suicunes, Entei, Raikos, Reggies. No Groudon Kyogres though. They didn't go that crazy. I guess that was going too far. I guess using a Groudon Kyogre would just be going a step too far. Just like they also don't use Lugia and Ho-Oh, which I don't know if Genius Sonority is like some 5D chess shit and they actually know Pokemon lore, because I know when they made these games they didn't know anything about Pokemon, but clearly they knew enough to know that Ho-Oh Lugia, Rayquaza, Groudon, Kyogre, there's really only one of them. Technically, it's like Lugias do reproduce. Ho-Ohs, we've never seen more than one Ho-Oh before, but Lugias we have seen more than one. Hence why Shadow Lugia can't even exist as a Pokemon to begin with. But like, yeah, no trainer has those Pokemon on Mount Battle, which is cool, I guess. Let me just serve. Yeah, like the pinnacle of this is like people use Tyranitar. That's about the pinnacle. That's like peak. They use some competitive strategies, so like I can say they're ahead of their time. to an extent, but like it's it's nothing too crazy. Like one trainer literally, like some of these trainers they exist strictly to end your run. But like I said, if you're high enough level, it won't matter anymore. So like level triumphs all, I guess. Mount battle, it's worth it, but it's not at the same time. Because there's 3 ways to get Johto starters in Gen 3, and this is probably the easiest way to get the Johto starters. Like all 3 Johto starters. You can get all 3 as long as you do 300 battles. And I didn't even explain how this works. I think this is actually the most important part, knowing how the fuck this works. This is not like your everyday little tee hee ha 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 ha. It's 100 battles straight. You're not allowed to leave. You're not allowed to touch the PC. You just have to do 100 battles. You can save and come back and do more later. But once you come here, you're stuck here. So what I've been doing, I've been running Pokemon through the purified chamber and then rotating them out. I didn't purify anything. I was just running them through the chamber. Yeah, right here. If I was using my hard hitters, this battle would have been over. But I've kind of been doing a fair bit of trolling, as they say. I've been using Zangoose and Donphan because Zangoose has Detect and Protect. I now understand that Detect and Protect can't be used in succession, which is weird. Because like, why bother being able to learn both anyways? Yeah, 41,500 Poke coupons. And yeah, this guy just stops talking to you. Like, he gives you a team reward every first time doing this, and then nothing after that. Don't even touch this. Not worth it. So like, even though Pokemon are ready to be purified, not worth touching because I don't know how to mess it up. But if you touch that, you can mess up your thing. Cause it said no switching, so as long as you don't switch, you should be fine. So you should be able to check the purified chamber. But I don't know, like. You can't really grab items or anything. You can use healing items in battle, like, but you get a free heal after every battle. So it's like not the biggest deal in the world, but it's something. Wobbuffet can be annoying because Wobbuffet has mirror coat, and you know, like right now, yep. But like at some point, Wobbuffet is not that terrifying. I mean, like the Wobbuffet actually is worse when you use Destiny Bond. I don't know. Like, yes, Mirror Coat hits hard, but like Destiny Bond, it guarantees you the KO. So I Destiny Bond before Mirror Coat, but it is what it is. Then these guys are too OP now. I'm gonna go over to Zangoose. Yeah, if I was doing this by four times speed, it would probably take me a week, like legit a week. It'll take me like a week to do this, only because the first time genuinely is the hardest time. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god! See, well, you see, like they're using Wilmers and shit. Like it's so corny. Like using a Wilmer on the 80th floor is crazy work. Parallels. I was like, why is Zangoose so slow? Yeah, Double Edge practically kills everything. Oh, I mean, my point exactly. Case in point. Whenever they use Rain Dance, yeah, there's a lot of Rain Dance double teams here. But whenever they use Rain Dance, Thunder 100% accurate. So like, what the hell? It's so corny. Yeah, these guys are good. Cause we have some more stuff, and I probably won't be commenting the rest of this. Like we are just doing the post game bits, but I plan after I do this. I am gonna take a break off of the games and just. I might be playing some more Smash Bros. Game. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying. Those two should be fine. Because but after like the 80th floor, you can't even more like the first 70 floors. You can use a dual type attack and it would do the thing. Damn it. Okay, double edge wish cash, and then the fact that I have bite at level 80 is diabolical. Wish cash. So whenever they do protect, assume the other person was planning to do earthquake, especially considering that there are ground types. Yeah, there's very high odds I was gonna do earthquake, but lanterns are so good in Gen 3. I guess they just they really they're really tanky. They're hard to kill. Their only weakness is ground type attacks, but like because they're water typing, they resist it. So I think Lantern might be the first Pokemon with no super effective weaknesses, I guess. Unless I'm mistaken. Oh, no, I think Grass might be super effective against it. Which, I mean, Grass is, it says in the, like, Grass is ass. Solar Beam! See, 2-turn attack. Yeah, that ain't it. That ain't it, Chief. Yeah, they use sun teams. They use rain teams. They do all the little double battle strategies, especially from the 90th floor and beyond. But for the most part, brute force will get you pretty much anywhere you want to be in this game. So yeah, brute force your way, and everything just dies. But yeah, Mount Battle it is a thing. I'm about to. Cause I'm literally. I see the last Pokemon, and I just wanted to show this part off because I'm trying to show you guys everything you can do in this game. And I don't know if I said this when I was recording the last part, but this is probably going to be the last time I ever play XD Go Darkness. Like, for the rest of my life. Maybe I'll play it again with my kids one day. Not if, but like when I have them probably in the distant future at this rate. I don't know. If I ever do play any form of XD again, it'll be XD next gen. But I'll never ever be playing XD Go Darkness ever again. This is my last run, my last hurrah. And it's simply because I'm literally doing everything this time. Literally doing everything that you can do. But yeah, since I'm doing everything you can do, like this is it. I don't plan to play this game again. Same thing when I play Coliseum. The other games, I might not be replaying them anytime soon unless there's like unless something comes up. The only way I'd be playing base XD Go Darkness again is if like I got like a $100 donation or something, and that's unlikely to happen. Uh, you have lightning rod, freaking Rhyhorns. Right, could you not? Whenever they send out a Rhyhorn, it's literally there to absorb electricity. It's never there to actually do anything. And whenever you see a fortress, it's normally there to explode. Like they used to do the most corny double battle like strategy you can think of. I mean, protect earthquake is probably the best one, but like levitate beats that out. Levitate and fly. And then we got Matang right here. That's what I'm saying. Matang and Shogun. I'm like, this is the last hurrah, and you're showing Matangs and Shoguns. That is diabolical, low key. Like, what are we doing? But at the same time, I don't think they could have made this thing too hard because, like I said, they have literally 3 whole Pokemon locked behind this. Like, you literally can't catch 3 whole Pokemon. There's literally 3. And I just got off work today. But I got off work relatively early. It's almost midnight. But I, I, I guess while we are doing this last bit, I don't know. Work's just making me like sad because it's like I looked at my check today and I got 11 hours of overtime. I'm like, whoa, 11 hours. That should be good, right? And I look at my check and my check says it looks like I don't know. It looks like I got scammed. Like it just looks so sad. And I haven't been like feeling that job lately either, which is it's a shame because I actually like that. I actually like that job, but like the management is not that good. So it's like it's one of those I'm in a dilemma situations. I mean, you want to use earthquake? I'm gonna use earthquake. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. That was your last Pokemon. Um, but yeah, it's just like when imagine you putting like I remember 11 hours of overtime. Imagine putting in that much work and then you get paid nothing. You paid shit. Oh, here's the team. So how this team works is one protects, one explodes. So this turn, the Graveler will protect, and the Seedot will explode. Oh, that's how it's supposed to be, but I guess the Graveler's gonna do something else. Or maybe the Graveler will still explode. He might say, fuck it. Nah. That Pineco, though, he's definitely gonna explode. Oh. 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 Oh, shit. They got my ass. I was like, I'm positive he's gonna explode. I mean, he looks like he's about to explode. Looks like he has a big old explosion on his face. They could still explode, but it wouldn't be smart. But I mean, they're dead, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's like I was also looking through emos of my old YouTube channel back when like I was a middle schooler, and middle school me he was in his bag. Ah shit, there's nothing these guys can do. I'm gonna switch over to non-fan. Well, Armoriel is the right move. It's just Zook. No, he can't hit steel types. So he can't hit steel types like that. I'm tripping over my words. But like I don't know. I've been kind of feeling weird. And like I want to make like a video about it. But like at the same time like I find stuff like that to be a little corny. But I think it's really important to vent out particular issues in life. I don't do that enough. But when I was looking at the emails on my old YouTube channel, I was like, damn, this is what it was about. I'm reading like these titles of videos I made when I was young, and I was like, wow, this is what I wanted to do. I couldn't afford to do what I did back when I was a kid because I was a child. I was a middle schooler. I was 11 years old. But now I actually am getting the things I wanted. I installed like I wanted a capture card, so I installed a capture card into my PC. I wanted the 3DS capture card. Now I have a new 3DS capture card installed into my new 3DS. These are things that like when I when I was a kid, it said it was $200 to get one installed, and I was like, how am I gonna make up that money? Much less even get a 3DS to begin with. And in total, I was like, damn, it's gonna cost me like $600 after it's all said and done, and like I barely can make up $100. But one day I did like make my break on YouTube, but that's when my channel was about to get deleted. I was about to have my big break on YouTube, and I got copyright claimed for something, and the claim back then, whenever you copyright claim people, there was no claims. YouTube was very unforgiving back then. It wasn't a claim; it was straight up a strike, and it wasn't just one strike. It was like multiple strikes, and my channel got deleted. I was 14 years old when my channel got deleted, and that scared the crap out of me. Cause I said deleted my email and stuff. Like that was my childhood that got erased, and there was literally nothing I could do about it. Like all I could do was just cry and be upset about it. There was literally nothing I could do. And when I was looking back at those emails, it really came to my attention what everything was all about. Like what was I doing this for? That became the question. What was I doing this for? And it was like it was simply to build connection. Like I was collabing with I had collabs set up to be like collabing with these decently big YouTubers. Like back in the Pokemon space back then. Now I'm talking like Arizo and Mystic Umbreon and stuff. Like I was obviously if you were into the PokeTubing community at that time, you would know about those names. But I was gonna give these bigger names, and then heck, I could have gotten collabs with people I actually grew up watching. Munching Orange, Tyranitar Tube, Patters, Game Boy Luke. You know, they're all a tad bit older than me. I think they're all like at max. I'm 23, so at max they're like some of them are 6 years older than me, and some of them are like 3 or 4 years older than me. Nobody's like too old, but yeah, I grew up watching these people. So like to have those opportunities to one day be able to collaborate with these guys, it literally meant like a lot to me. So when you get your opportunity to like just gone, it's just taken from you. It's all just gone, and there's nothing you can do about it because you didn't get to that goal yet. When you didn't get to that goal, it makes it that much worse. We're gonna return, and then we're gonna thunder. I'm low-key just gonna spam thunder until it hits. But yeah, when you don't hit that goal, when you don't hit the goal beforehand, that's when it becomes a problem. Oh yeah, we're just gonna earthquake. The thunderbolt didn't kill, the earthquake would. But yeah, and that's how I'm feeling about this job. Before I had this job, I had another job, so I was working morning and night. I was literally working from morning to night, and I was making the money. I was able to afford all these things, like I said, the capture cards and stuff. I started dabbling into like Pokemon cards. It's not cheap to get into Pokemon cards right now. And long story short, that is a Swampert. Long story short, I quit my morning time job because I hated working there. I really did. But I lost sight of the goal. Like at that job, I started at $9 an hour, and before I left that job, I was at $15.50, and that was under that was in a 3 year period. Yeah, because I start no 4. Well, we'll say 3 years because it's like three and a half years. Cause I started in October of 21, and then I quit in February of 2025. So like we'll just say 3.5. So in the span of 3.5, I almost doubled my wage working there. But yeah, I was like, not the buts. But like I said, I hated working there. We had got new management. It was a whole mess. But instead of keeping my eye on the prize, like that sounds like some Darman shit. But instead of keeping my eye on the prize, I said, fuck this job. Because, like, in my mind, I was like, what even is the prize? Because, like, and I'm still trying to figure that part out to this day. What is the prize? But the prize, I don't know the true meaning of it yet, but I know for a fact the prize is freedom. Freedom from worry. Like, imagine if I was making these videos. Yeah, like I said, it didn't. Let's say it's not like it didn't succeed. But like, imagine if I'm at home making these videos, and oh, you fuck, you still almost died. Holy shit! Oh, you lightning riding piece of shit. But imagine. Like, I go home and I do YouTube and I failed. At least I know I have the cushion. Not even the cushion. The freedom. No, not the cushion. Straight up the freedom to go and I have the freedom to go and make that video or make videos. And even if it doesn't succeed, I don't have to worry about it because I'm free. Okay, when I say free, I'm referring to financial freedom. The freedom of not having to worry about the lights being on or the bills not being paid, etc. That kind of freedom. And like I said, I was making not great money, but like I was making money to the point where I could go home and know that I was like, maybe not at work, I can be able to chill, but when I go home, I can be home worry free. All I have to worry about is going to work. And it's funny, so I'm gonna talk about this real quick. It goes so fast that his wings don't even look like it's flapping. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. But to you fuck, or you're dead now. Unless it auto targets that space from now on. That'd be funny. Okay, auto targets that space from now on. That is funny. Meal tank. It'd be actually. So how this Ninjask works is it uses Swords Dance to give a +2 attack, and it obviously has speed boost. Okay. So you're still following me, right? Yeah. And then so the third move, or not third move, the second move she has is Baton Pass. I don't know the rest of this thing's moveset, but you can get the gist of what the Ninjask was trying to do. Okay, that's Silver Wind. Okay. And it got the Omni boost. That's crazy. But the idea was Ninjask was gonna baton pass. Last time I fought the thing, it baton passed with Earth Ring. But since I already had double targeted that spot, the Earth Ring just died. But like, imagine a +2 attack and speed, Earth Ring coming to like rock your shit. This is also another cool one. So this Crobat, I mean it's dead, but this Crobat poisons. It uses Toxic on Swell. Swell has guts. Guts go crazy. That's all I gotta say. And she uses a guts focused team. Heracross also has guts, and the other Pokemon, Hariyama also has guts. So everyone has guts, and the idea is the Crobat sets everybody up. So everyone has guts. The problem with that is if you kill the Crobat, it ruins your whole plan. But they all have toxic. I think they have toxic, I'm assuming. But like, guts means they all hit really hard. But yeah, the eye on the prize, like, that was the plot. But I will say this: when I was working 2 jobs, I didn't have time to think. All I had time to do was I would literally go to work, come home, take a nap, go to work, and then go home and go to sleep, and then go to work, and then go take a nap, wash, rinse, repeat until my off day. And my off day, I at that time my off day was on the same day. So my off days was just Monday actually. So Tuesday to Sunday, or Sunday to Saturday, whatever you want to say. Tuesday to Sunday, I didn't. Tuesday to Sunday I'd work, and that was my schedule. The only exception was Sunday. Sunday was weird. Sunday I would go to work later in the morning, but I wouldn't get home till like five in the afternoon. And that was the first job. And the second job wasn't open on Sundays at the time. But now this job I work at now, the one I left my first job for, we're open on Sundays. So now I spend like my whole Sunday afternoon there. But we're at 4.99, which I don't remember what this one is. Dead and dead. I think it was gonna explode. Yeah. Which, if she didn't send out Reggie Still, it would have been like actually interesting. The funny thing is, Reggies are weak to earthquake, so it's like, yeah, that's cool, but that's not realistic. That's not actually. You're not him. Like, Thunderbolt, the Reggie Still. Okay, I was right. The Regirock explode. So exploding a legendary Pokemon is crazy because like, why would you do that? They have so much attack power. Why would you? Why would you throw like that? I'm being like 1,000,000% sarcastic. Well, it says Ready Still's finna explode. Like what? This is 4.99. So like they do that one last hurrah of explosions to make you lose. And the Reggies have enough attack power to normally end your run right there. Okay, but now we're back. We're at floor 100. But with that being said, I am actively looking for another like job, like morning time job, so I can have more income coming in. But I'm also I'm also like considering locking back into YouTube. So when I lock back into YouTube, if I can make actual income from YouTube, then that kind of can change. I don't want to say my view on things, but that does change a couple of things. Let me turn this down. God, normally I wear my earbuds, but I don't feel like going all the way downstairs. So I'll make sure you guys can hear the audio. Audio should be working, but I'll bring it up a little bit more. There it goes. So we're gonna do battleless. This guy's honestly a joke. I'm gonna put you guys on game. As long as you're doing 100 floors, as long as you have a Pokemon with the paralysis ability, this is easy. This is actually hilarious. This is actually the perfect starting group because they hit hard, and you just need paralysis. See, look how slow you move. Like, oh hell no! Imagine between the walking and then the battle animations and stuff, bro. You literally be here all day. Oh, I thought I had the little Kangas Kongi things. I actually never explored here last time because I just walked up to him. Cause this guy doesn't auto battle you like the rest of them do. Oh, this is just the end. That's kind of anticlimactic. It'd be cool if there was like a chest up here that had like another Master Ball or something. Like something along those lines. That shadow looks really weird. But yeah, this is the summit of Mount Battle. Very good of you to come on Battleless, the master of battles. Let me test your abilities in Mount Battle Coliseum. Who will win, you or I? If he starts with the same Pokemon he's been starting with, then like I said, Thunder Wave is cracked. Now, other than this Pokemon that I'll probably be Thunder Waving, No, he didn't start off with it. Doesn't really make that much of a difference. I guess he learned his lesson. This guy actually has a really, really good team. Other than that one Pokemon that's pretty manipulatable. Yeah, look how slow it is now. Ugh. I feel like I'm in a totally different game. Like, it's the proper frame rate, it just looks so slow. Yeah. Yeah, we hit so hard that it doesn't matter. But this guy has the best Pokemon in the game, excluding, like, legendaries. He has mythicals, but, like, they're mythicals. Come on now. But it's not Jirachi and Mew, if that's what you were thinking. But yeah, the only problem is his team's good, but if you have Ice Beam, like where almost everything dies with Ice Beam. Yep, this man has Latios. Has like one, I think Latios and Latias have like the fastest base stat totals in the series up to this point. So I mean that exists. Is that we're actually better off doubling up on that slacking. The slacking is actually more terrifying than the Latios. I know. That's a crazy concept. Bye bye slacking. Green fuck. And there's Latias. It'd been cool if like they implemented something where if you beat him a fourth time, he'd be like, "Hey, you want to trade Latias for one of your dudes?" But no, it would actually defeat the whole purpose. No, this is the Dusclops. This Dusclops is like the only thing on his team that's like, why is this on your team? If you use Thunder Wave, the Dusclops becomes a dead slot. Dead slot basically means he can't do anything. So you can kill. That means you can save the Dusclops for last. The Thunder Wave cuts his speed and also makes it so that he has a chance to be paralyzed, so he can't really cause you that many problems. Because Dusclops is a problem, but like again, this goes back to the concept of I think this game was supposed to be a Gen 4 game. Because if you give that Dusclops an Eviolite, he's actually one of the best Pokemon like competitive at this time, if I recall. I think Dusclops goes crazy in Gen 4 competitive. Oh, fuck it. This battle's pretty much over. This is the highest level my Pokemon have ever been playing a Pokemon game. But yeah, to get level 80 is actually not unrealistic. Like, so you just gotta go at Mount Battle a couple times. So Mount Battle undoubtedly is like the best way to grind up your Pokemon. I don't know how many times you have to go out Mount Battle to get a Pokemon up to level 100. My goal is to never get my Pokemon to level 100. That is a crazy goal. I would not do that. That is. Ugh. And I was gonna show off capturing all shadows, but there are two Pokemon I caught. No, yeah, there's two Pokemon I caught. I caught all the Pokemon from Mirror B, and then I caught the Zapdos. I didn't show it on screen. There's one more shadow Pokemon that we haven't seen yet, which was the Dragonite, but I did not want to go through all that. But here's the dialogue. Oh my, you did it. You cleared Mount Battle entirely without changing your Pokemon once. Your talent is incredible. Without truly knowing and trusting your Pokemon, this feat would have been simply impossible. For your record-setting Pokemon, let me give you these as mementos. They're ribbons. He gives you a 101 streak ribbon, which, when he gave me that ribbon, it made me, I've been planning to give them to a trainer who has shown me extraordinary promise. Here, choose one. And all that's what just told out. And the Totodile has your OT, so keep battling on with that feeling in your heart. And one day I want you to return and defeat me again. No, there will not be another day. I've done it three times, I'm good. But this actually made me like think about something. Ribbons are cool. Like, put me on game. Like it'll be cool to see like Jolteon and Scarlet and Violet with this 100 win streak ribbon. But yeah, the whole squad gets the 100 win streak ribbon. This other ribbon is a shadow Pokemon ribbon. Like a good job, buddy. So yeah, 2 ribbons, cool. Let's check out the Totodile. I'm sure we're gonna check out all 3, but like Totodile is the only one I have not seen. And then this is like under the category of how do people even figure this out? I'm talking about the Johto stars. Like they never hint at it. Like you're gonna get rewarded for something at 100 floors. Okay, Crunch, Scratch, Leer, and Hydrokin. That is crazy. The Cyndaquil comes with Reversal and Blast Burn. Well, Tackle and Leer. And then the Chikorita has Ancient Power, Tackle, Growl, and Frenzy Plant. I think the Totodile got the best like startup set because I mean that's all Totodiles do is crunch and squirt. I ain't trying to sound gay, but like yeah, you could have these guys run through in like the background and then get their 100 win streak ribbons or whatever. That you could do this a whole bunch of times. I just wouldn't recommend it because you want speed up. This takes forever. But I don't know what the so like I said, I got everybody purifiable. We were saving. I wanted to show Lugia on screen for sure because Lugia is a very very special case. But there's one Pokemon we have to capture before that, so we're gonna go capture that Dragonite now. Yeah, Jolteon's up front. Jolteon seems some time. We are way too over leveled. Yeah, I recorded that clip because it starts the post game. Ori Coliseum. That's where my mic will definitely be off because we have, I think, like 4 or 5 rounds of this crap. We're not doing all the other Coliseums like that. We're saving that for Pokemon Coliseum. Like Pokemon Coliseum is the Coliseum game. I'm trying to think of everything we have left to do. There's something to do in a Gate Village and Shadow Pokemon. Weirdly enough, is at Gadion Port. I know, right? That's crazy. Out of all the places at Gadion Port. Mirror Beam may have appeared. To activate this, you must have all, 46? Actually, let me save that. That would probably help me. 45 out. So doing Mount Battle that many times, you probably will have about this much playtime as long as you're beating the game. So to do this, you must have all 82 Shadow Pokemon. You don't have to purify the one, you just have to have all 82. And then Mirror B. You're like, where would Mirror B be? Somewhere where he would stand out. You'd think he'd be in the Krabby Club, right? Nah, the Krabby Club would be like weird. But the Krabby Club would be a good guess, I'm not gonna lie, because you know he's a performer, so of course he performed. Why did they choose Gadion Port for Mirror B to be at? I'm not sure. I'm genuinely not sure. Oh shit, we're not doing this. We're not going up the stairs. There's an elevator for a reason. We didn't go up the elevator last time. But yeah, there's genuinely no point in playing this. Like, if you do everything this game has to offer, there's no point in replaying this particular game. Yep, you got the 4 Ludicolo, Truly, and Folly. Like, this is it. You brat. You showed up here. Why do you always mess with our plans to get all the Pokemon in the world? No thanks to you, we've lost more Pokemon than we've caught. What? Not you again. Our boss is busy dancing. You can see that, can't you? Oh, boss, the way you gyrate is the greatest. Shake, shake, shake it. Okay, good shit. Lad, who are these people? They startled me so much I've become rooted to the spot. And obviously that woman who was up here before completely disappeared. I think if you read the dialogue for some of the people down on the floor, they might say something about where Mirror B's at. But I mean, Mirror B's up here. Spoiler alerts. I want you. Huh? Stop the music. Let me wind down the music and take a look. Oh, you are. You're that super annoying brat. It's all your fault that my shadow Pokemon is the last of its kind. But you did worse. You messed up my dance for celebrating the future of Team Mirror. Today, of all days, you're not going to get away. You'll never get away. Let the music play. And there's Mirror B. Yeah, pretty much everything left is just a bunch of boss battles. This next one is like what we're gonna be doing after this is kind of. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of. I'm gonna say sus, but it's kind of goofy. It's goofier than this. Like, trust, it's goofier than this. Yeah, they're level 57. They're no pushovers. The problem is, it's 4 Ludicolo. Like, it's a Ludicolo at the end of the day. Let me put my phone on charger. Yeah, it's Ludicolo, so. Oh my god, Zook stays missing his attacks. Okay. And after we purify everyone, then we're gonna take one more visit to Citadark Isle. Just no, we're gonna save Citadark Isle for the absolute last. Like, when we do everything. So when we do all these Coliseums and stuff, save it for the literal last. And there's Dragonite. That nigga look pissed. Okay, so people are saying like Mega Dragonite he looked goofy. He looked like Mega Dragonite's supposed to look happy and stuff. And to that I say, how come not Mega Dragonite? How come Dragonite looks pissed in his profile picture? Well, that nigga look like he about to clap someone's cheeks. Yeah, I was like when they said that, I was like, sure. It's a female Dragonite too. Level 55. It's the strongest shadow in the game. For some reason, you'd think it'd be Lugia or something, but nope. It's Dragonite of all things. I mean, it's cool to have a little female Dragonite. I have a Dragonite in from Fire Red, so they can become a couple. They can get married. Make some Dratini babies. Make a pink one maybe. Like Shade You, and then see Thunderball and Thunder. They're super effective. Well, they're neutral effective because typing. This is our last capture. So as soon as we capture this, we're done. There's no more Pokemon to catch in this game. Unless you wanted to catch the other like Pokespot Pokemon, but like, why would you do that? Man, an 80 damage Nightshade. I think that's how Nightshade works. Yeah, it looked like it did 80 damage. And that's why we paralyze things. But yeah, that Dragonite looks pissed. Like I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you. He literally looks like he's about to fuck you up. Well, this is a girl. She about to fuck you up. And she's like, "How dare you catch all my shadow brethren? How dare you heal them?" I mean, if you fail this, I think you just keep fighting Mirror B until you don't fail. It'd been cool if this Dragonite had Shadow Half, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It just has Shadow Rush. This is a way better Final Shadow Pokemon than Coliseum. I'll tell you, I'll give you the spoilers right now with the last Shadow Pokemon in Coliseum. The last Shadow Pokemon in Coliseum is, it's gonna sound really, really stupid when I say it. The last Shadow Pokemon in Coliseum is not Togepi, it's Togetic, for some reason. In this game, they give you a Shadow Togepi. They really like to make happy Pokemon evil, for some like completely unknown reason. If you got a smile, you must become evil. Even when they made the Togepi Shadow, I was like, why'd you make a Togepi Shadow? Evil Togepi? But yeah, they definitely chose favorites because like multiple Pokemon evolutionary lines had got another Shadow in the other game. Guy, I want to say there's a Shadow area dose in Coliseum, but I'm not certain on that one. Don't let me on that one. I am not positive. Bro, you're ruining my parlay. Stay in the dive ball. We gotta go swimming. Funny thing is, you can be caught in the water. Not you, but literally you when you were a baby and you when you were a teenager. Both your teeny and Dragonair are caught in the water, which is so weird, but it's the truth. One, two, three. We did it. We caught every Shadow. Now we just gotta purify them all. I can't find the right groove at all. How dare you? I say how dare you. The Shadow Dragonite was Cypher's very last Shadow Pokemon. There's only one thing to do now. Let's go escape! And Mirror B was never seen again. If people still want a third game for this, and like, I mean, of course, but highly unlikely, sadly enough. What is this? Am I perfectly my perfect afro? Do I find this little device? Bzz. And you can't even mirror radar him anymore. That was truly the end of Mirror B. And this is Mirror B's last appearance, but not on this channel. Okay, now we're gonna purify Lugia. Lugia the Unpurifiable. Allegedly. Spoiler alert, he is definitely not unpurifiable. I want to say we fought every trainer. We haven't done every Coliseum, and we won't do every Coliseum because Coliseums are stupid. They give you awards. The rewards are TMs, but like in modern Pokemon, TMs are just reusable. So it's like, eh. Especially when you beat the game, if you don't plan to play competitive, it's completely useless. So yeah, that's how I feel about that in particular. Okay, last thing to do. We have 2 Pokemon left to purify. Like, to start purification with. Okay, let's start with Articuno. I normally just call Articunos Unos. I don't know the other, I guess I call it 1, 2, and 3. Because, I mean, Uno, Dos, Tres will not work because I think I already named Them uno dos tres. Hill Bell. Like every Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres I catch, they're just gonna have 1, 2, and 3, but in like different languages. Oh, so I mean I could do Ishni, and I think was it Sun, but I don't know how to spell that. But I mean I'll call this one. Because spoiler alert, we'll be catching a lot of Zapdos, Moltres, and all Articunos. I guarantee we're at least gonna catch like 5 of them. We got Hitmonlee in the edit, Hitmonlee in the cut. Yeah, and I've been wondering why I've been staying up really late, and I don't know why I didn't realize this. Mountain Dew has caffeine in it, which I used to not get caffeine highs, but like I don't get highs from them. But obviously, when you drink caffeine, you stay up longer. So when I drank it, I was like, why am I still awake? And like with bloodshot eyes and stuff. I'm like, why am I still awake? I'm gonna call you Dua. There's a lot of Pokemon we gotta purify. Okay, this is Dose number 2. Oh damn, he's learned everything. Mm. And then we just gotta do Moltres, which they just announced the Ultra Premium Collection for Moltres, like the Dustin Rivals Moltres, and that shit looked fire. And not because he's like the bird's made out of fire. No, like that shit actually just straight look good. Oh, yeah, I'm in pain. Like you ever just get hurt sometimes and it just hurts? You know, don't you just get hurt sometimes and then the shit just hurts? Another Thunderbolt. It's like everybody learns Thunderbolt. Holy shit! I'm gonna call you Vio. I don't know what that means, but it sounds electric. I'm pretty much doing a nickname gauntlet. Which I'm not gonna lie, to save you guys some time, I'm about to put this shit in 2 times. Because I'm about falling asleep from how slow this is going. At 200%, it won't. It's fast, but it's not like crazy. Okay. I don't know if I called the other Chansey I had back in prior to Leaf Green Joy. So I'm gonna call you like Jennifer. Yeah, that sounds very nursey like. Where'd that go? Okay. Jennifer! Next up we got Starmie. Wait a minute. Somebody's basically purified but not at the same time. Like, they look like they got like a step left. Why should that be the fucking Zapdos? I mean not Zapdos, why should that be the Moltres? Mm, I can't wait to see Mega Starmie. You what? Mega Starmie? What? There's a Mega Starmie. Yeah, my fault. Spoilers for Z. There's a Mega Starmie now. It was only a matter of time. Oh yeah, I never gave you guys the time relevance of when this was recorded. When this is being recorded, Mega Halucha just got announced. It's alright. This is getting recorded. Oh my god, he looks like an actual like weed tree. I'm gonna call you a shaker though. Why do I feel like that's a band name? Because like I called Oddish in apparently I also called Gloom weed. In old Pokemon days, those nicknames are not banned. In modern day Pokemon, you can't nickname those things. Pokemon those things. That last Pokemon really might be Moltres. That's a different level of irritant. Instead of Sun, I'm gonna call you uh, Sun, like Sun Goku. Okay, so who's this one person that's not purified? It's the motherfucking Tauros. And that means Moltres is probably already purified. So he just walk in a circle. So how this works is it works off steps. So as long as you like walk around, there it goes. Yeah. All these damn animations, they're so damn slow. We'll just purify Lugia last, but like due to the nature of the game, we're gonna purify Lugia second to last because we still have Dragonite. Man, why you thrusting the air so hard? God damn, bro. He getting it in. Okay, we can go back to normal speed. Just for a little bit. We gotta refill these nine fucking thingy rubbers. And we gotta take everyone out so we can get them all ready to get transferred. Magmar. Oh, it doesn't matter. They're all purified already. Insert. My cargo. Where'd your cargo? My cargo. Where'd your cargo? Oh. I need to practice my guitar skills. Let me do like another round after this. Maybe like like a round and a half, maybe. This is still faster than purifying Coliseum. God damn, purifying Coliseum is crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I think about the purifying part, I am not happy for this. I'm not ready. Okay, so literally we got another round of like, what? 3, 6. Yeah, a round and a half pretty much. I still don't understand how flow works. No, here's the thing. Between Dragonite and Salamence, Salamence no dish Dragonite. So Salamence is the better, like, thing, but I mean, it's Dragonite. People love Dragonite. I don't hate Dragonite. I just don't care for it. Like, I think he's the worst. He's iconic because he's Gen 1, but like, I think Salamence is a much cooler dragon. Like, in terms of straight art design. Okay, let's begin the gauntlet. Round 2. So God help my soul. Alright, let's put this shit 2 times speed again. Cause we do unlimited, but then I want to be able to type in the names. Fire Blast. Follow me. The ultimate competitive move. Oh, cross chop. Okay. I'm gonna call you Mela from Scarlet and Violet. What to call this pincer? Its mouth scares me. It looks like some like horror movie thing. See, I'll refer to it as a horror movie reference, but like I've never watched those horror movies because I don't like horror movies. Um, it's based off of a bug. Precious. You're not precious. You just look like a monster. My cargo. Where'd your cargo? Would you ever have a craving just to like snack on something, but it's like it'd be too much of a hassle to get? Ako, not Ace, but Ako. Oh my God, it's Genghis Khan. It's Genghis Khan. Dance, baby, dance. Look at that Genghis Khan move. Look at that baby move. He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. How you getting skibbity boobity boop, skibbity boobity boopity bop? What do I call you? I'm gonna call you Ashtina because of a mother I know and a mixture of my mom's name. They look so happy. Rapidash. I'm gonna call you Prancer. My fault. Never mind. I'm gonna call you Vixen. No, Vixie. I got a Pixie, but now we got a Vixie. Oh my God, it's Farfetch. Farfetch in the edit. And that's the crazy part. Imagine this is 2 times speed, and we're still going through all this like crap. Farfetch with swords and ankles, brrr. Oh, Eureka. This is the the Magneton. You fucking bastard. I'm just playing. Double-edged refresh. Oh, my facial hair. I probably should shave it off, but like, I don't mind the beard do this little beard thing. Look how you balance. Even though you're not a balance, but there's like the positive negative going on, you feel me? Okay, bayonets part 2. I love bayonets. They're so cool. They're so scrungy. I'm making up words now. I'm gonna call you Raz. Oh my God, it would have been so cool to use a bayonet here. But like I said, I already had bayonet and Ruby, so I was like, to use another bayonet would be crazy work. Bayonet, like, Loki might be one of my favorite Pokemon. It's such a sleeper Pokemon. Like, it's a sleeper design and everything. But it got a Mega, so I mean, it's a sleeper, but like, people still care about it. I know this one's gonna sound boring, but Scythe the Scyther. Run round. One more round to go. At least like one more full round. Turn this back to normal speed for my sanity. So we have like what 3 more things left to do after this. I think. We're like, what? There's things to do after this? What the fuck? Yeah, there's actual like canon event crap we have to do. Man, I wish I should just put in my actual GameCube controller. I'm using like the Nintendo Switch controller, but like the buttons would correspond perfectly if I just put in my GameCube controller. Sometimes I be getting confused because the buttons are press the Z button. I'm like, there is no Z button on this. Yep, we gotta do like half a round next. Cause Lugia is a fun purification. So we're gonna have like 3 boxes of Pokemon, maybe 4. How to open these motherfuckers' hearts? I like how like once you go in here, you can't even like undo it. You're stuck here for eternity. To your eternity. One thing I kind of can't wait to play too is Battle Revolution. I'm like this close to like skipping Coliseum and playing Battle Revolution, but like we can save Coliseum for a different day because like Coliseum has been literal years since I played Coliseum. Not Coliseum, Battle Revolution. It's been literal years. But Battle Revolution is also straight battles. So my thing is ZA comes out in a month from now. I might be playing it sooner, by the way. Um, Avalisa. That sounds like a car brand. Fuck it, we'll name him after an actual car brand. He looked like a NASCAR to me. But since Z is gonna be so battle focused, this is a different kind of battle, but like it's still battles. Um, so yes, it's still battle, so I don't want to like be getting really battled heavy. That's why I said after I play this game, I'm probably gonna take a break from Pokemon just to get a little bit of a get more not mentally prepared, but like to like be into the Pokemon mood when that game comes out. Cause with Legends Arceus, I was hooked on it, but like I beat that game relatively fast because, like I said, the spoilers are coming. That's the funny thing. I had the game before the game came out, and the spoilers were already happening. The spoilers were already happening before, like the game didn't even come out and already happened. So I rushed to beat that game. So with ZA, for the first time in a long time, maybe since like what since Black and White, I'm gonna take my time beating this game. Like I'm gonna try. I'll avoid all spoilers and all that crap. I'm gonna call you Suga. That sounds like I'm saying like sugar. I hope that's not like a slur. That'd be funny. The the trio. Look at them heads bounce, bounce, trio, bounce. I don't know what trio is in Spanish. Mazda. Wait. Mazda. Yeah, you're definitely a Nissan. You're definitely a Nissan. I'm just naming these Pokemon for whatever at this point. Because, spoiler, these Pokemon are going to be staying in Pokemon Home Prison for, like, the foreseeable future. Probably until Pokemon, no, these particular Pokemon are going to be in Pokemon Home Hell for the rest of their lives. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you. They're going to be in Pokemon Hell for, Pokemon Home Hell for the rest of their lives. Maybe the actual team, like Jolteon and, you know, Donphan and stuff, they might make it to Pokemon champions. But these Pokemon, nah, they're gonna be dancing in Pokemon Home Hell for the rest of their lives. I'm just telling you guys that now. Damn, he is definitely using that tongue. I ain't gonna lie. There's no other name to call him other than Kitty. Like yeah. I don't care. I don't care if that's inappropriate. Is this one of those Mrs. Mime situations? Cause I will call you a Mrs. Mime. I ain't afraid to do it. I know they're afraid to call you a Mrs. Mime, but I ain't got no fear. Mrs. Mime is here. Okay, bars. I ain't got no fear. Mrs. Mime is here. Fuck it. We can call you Orlando. Hopefully Orlando never sees this, but like we can call you Orlando. Damn. Cause Orlando's a clown, but in a good way. He's a goofy, but a good kind of goofy. There are multiple types of goofies, but he's a good one. Hydro pump. Squirt that what? Yeah, he got the setup. He got the setup for eliminations. I'm gonna call you Felix. You look like a Felix. I could call you Arnold, but like, yeah. Man, he's flexing the shit out of himself. Okay, and then Swallow. Swallow is indeed moving around like an actual bird. Yeah, the animations in this game are so lively. Like the animations really bring this game to life, like an actual real note. Oh no, Swallow a facade. So help me God. He looks so prim and proper. Fuck it, we call you Prince. Hope I didn't use that name before. It'd be awkward if I did. Try not to use names, like the same names, but it's so hard. Okay. Oh yeah, how many Pokemon we got left? Dragonite can go... right there, I guess. But Dragonite's relevant. Get rid of these four, and then we're gonna do it Lugia. Lugia is interesting. All I gotta say, Lugia is interesting. Hitmonchan, he looks so dorky. Actually, that's exactly what I'm gonna call him, dorky. Oh, my face. I'll call you Ripper. Yeah, that sounds metal. Yeah, the amount of Rhyhorn, or not Rhyhorns, Rhydons we've been dealing with, like on the Mount Battle. Damn. It's crazy how they just give you the Rhydon. All these Pokemon I think about that have been purifying have literally just been Pokemon have been fighting on Mount Battle. Even these Munchlaxis and stuff, like, we've been fighting it all on Mount Battle. Okay, 3. And one more. Snorlax. Our boy Snorlaxes. Fissure? Nah, he ain't lax. He's Trax. He's not lax, he's Trax. Okay. We've done it. We've done it, chat. We've purified almost all of them. I don't know why the heck I just called you guys chat. I don't even stream like that to be calling people chat. I never understood calling people chat either, because it's like, it's not corny. It's just like chat, really? Seriously, chat? And all things you can call somebody, you're gonna call them chat. Okay, so Lugia. If you can't figure out how tempo works, it doesn't matter if. Wait, I'm trying to find a good example. Oh, okay. This is a good one. It doesn't matter if normally Tingler couldn't beat a Numel. As long as the grass is super effective against the ground, it'll work. To create a perfect tempo, all the Pokemon have to be super effective against each other. It doesn't matter if it balances out. As long as one of the typings beats the other. The electric beats the flying, but I think the bug resists the electric, I think. I'm not sure. Don't aim me on that. Rock and ground beats fire. Fire beats grass and poison. But fire is super effective against the grass, but not the poison. Like, makes sense? Makes sense? Yeah, right, Capiche. This is the funniest one. So flying beats bug, but flying resists flying. So that shouldn't work. The only weird one in this game is the normals. Normals is super effective against itself for some reason. Why? I don't know. But in order to get Shadow Lugia purified, all 9 of these have to have max tempo. This is why I wanted to say it for, well, last. But we have Dragonite too, so it's whatever. So you have to get every single type circle filled up to max tempo. And then you get Lugia the Unpurifiable, you drop him in. Something's different about the Lugia, maybe. Wait, can I have max flow somewhere else? Yeah, that flow go crazy right there. So at number 90, he would have crazy flow. Oh. There he goes glowing purple. But when you put him in max flow. But if you interrupt something like you take the Lunatone out, for example. Let's put Lunatone down. I'm trying to make an example out of this. Just to show you that I am right and I'm not like making this up. Nothing happens. No dialogue. So all 9 have to be filled. Purified ready. That's the only way Lugia can be purified. Purifying Lugia is weird. Like, it's one of the random examples of I would not do this unless you want a Lugia in your game. Which, I mean, if you're playing under the concept of Gen 3, yes, you would want Lugia in your game, but like, you'll see when you look at it. He lost his shadow design. Yeah, he does. He just turned into a freaking Lugia. Like, I don't really know why you do that. And he has Psycho Boost, but I think that's a move he normally has. I'm not sure. Its shadow moves are just way better. The only reason you purify is for the 100%. Oh, Lugia. That's why you got plan to play Soul Silver. So yeah, Lugia. Like I guess we'll just call you Silver, and when we get the other Lugia, we'll call that one Soul. Big brain. And now like, oh shit, you actually could purify it? That's crazy. Yeah, they consider it like a super special event for 2 seconds. It's actually not that big of a feat. Anyways, my brother is finally home, and I only have one more Pokemon left to purify. But before that, I'm gonna start doing them Coliseum battles. I'll do them on screen though, because they're kind of cool, but they're not anything crazy. But I'll be back on the mic when we go back to Citadark Isle. Yep, so thank you guys for sticking around. Deuces.